think comfy, cozy, comforting couch book reads when you think of Pretty Little Death. So this is the third book in the series by Lola Glass, Pretty Little Death. It follows Marilee and Grayson. So we are on to the next couple in this immortal city where, they stop the rain, the couples are together, the werewolves are doing well, and so now Marilee, the fall fae queen who has like the death power, knows, and Grayson knows too, that she is like fated to be with Grayson, who is a demon, basically. And he is like on the council and involved. He is an incubus, I believe, like a demon incubus, something like that. Anyways, so I love both of them. I'm so happy for them. Um, Marilee basically was like, okay, I know this guy was going to kidnap me anyway. I know this is going to happen. I don't really have a choice in it, but I'm going to take things into my own hands. And instead of having him kidnap me, I'm going to pack myself up and go to him on my own terms. And so she does. He's like, oh, well, you're my prisoner anyway. Not really, because she was in charge the whole time. He just didn't realize it. So they end up like, okay, we're going to have to figure things out here. A great thing for her is that he basically takes all of her like discomfort and pain away. So she basically feels like she has like bugs running all over her skin at all times. She's super sensitive to like touch and can get overstimulated and have panic attacks. And he basically like wipes the slate clean for her, which is lovely. Good job for, Grayson. Thank you for doing that for Marilee. So, she is, upset for him because he has to basically fight the vampire king Leon like day after day after day because they're trying to wear him down so that he can like take over. But Grayson obviously doesn't want that because this guy isn't a good dude. So Marilee, Queen of Death, has a fight with Grayson, like planned physical fight at the ring, the MMA ring that they have, to be like, okay, I beat Grayson in this match, so now my competitor is Leon. I can fight against him because she's like one of the most deadly people in this whole city. She went, she wins. It was like all romantic and everything. Then after they seal the bond, she goes and, offs the Vampire King. Unfortunately, that means that Grayson has to go spend a lot of time because he's part of the council and finding out who's going to be the new Vampire King. If you remember the last story between Niall and Liv, you remember that basically Jonah and Gwen took advantage of Liv and made her like basically agree to regrow all of these trees, right? She's exhausted and she's like, I was manipulated into this, so how are we going to have some fun with this? They have a girls' night, but then the girls' night turns into the everybody night because the guys come. And they set up cameras in Jonah and Gwen's house after they have basically like poisoned them. And they put like hair remover in this like stuff for Gwen so she loses all of her hair. And I don't know what the word for this would be, but they also like poison Jonah so that they can't like be together for like a couple of months. And then they laugh and giggle over that. And there were like quite a few times during that like part of the book where I was like laughing out loud because I thought it was actually really funny. It was pretty humorous. Um, a part of this story where Grayson has been concerned is part of some of his family has been in their immortal prison, and I had mentioned this in the first review of Pretty Little Wolf, where they thought Callum had the potential to go to prison. So they found Ophelia, which is basically one of the angels in the city, and they're like super rare to come by. Like you never really see an angel. But for some reason, Marilee basically knows who this angel is. She took care of a domestic abuse situation for her because Marilee likes to do some vigilante work on the side. And so they go to visit Ophelia, at her house, which she's crazy. She's working on like all this like clay pottery and everything, weird situation. But she's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're manipulating, abusing my prison that I created. I will definitely get your family out. um, Grayson is super appreciative, and basically it's like happily ever after for Marilee and Grayson. Then come to the very end of the story, and you find out that Dare and Ray are really soulmates, and that will be the fourth and final book of this series. And so I will review that once it finally comes out, I think in June. Good book. Do I think it's one of Lola Glass's best books or series? No, I do not. But it is entertaining, and it's a quick read. And like I said, it's comfy, cozy, it's comforting, like entertaining in that sense. So I liked it. I'd rate it like a 4 out of 5. It is steamy. If you don't like that, you can easily skip over those parts and still enjoy the rest of the book. So, yeah, just love this book. Good. I will be providing a review for the next book soon. No, I won't, because I have to wait until June. Never mind. I am already reading another book though, Throne of Power by Rena Kent. And so I will provide a review for that soon. So keep watching, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you.